Well, welcome, Raiders. And as you recall, we had the update last week of 1.33.0. It went pretty smoothly, except for if you happen to be a Linux gamer, like myself. If you play this on a Linux desktop, or on a Steam box, or on a Steam Deck, the game all of a sudden thought that your operating system was illegal software. And that's because of this new anti-cheat that Embark is pushing out called Do Novo. They have responded and they a fix temporarily. However, I will also go over in this video their fix as well as what NVIDIA came up with. Actually, NVIDIA and Steam. So stay tuned as we get into it. Okay, Raiders, let's go topside. Okay, Raiders, I'm going to show you Embark's answer to the temporary fix. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow when the new patch comes out, if there's a new patch tomorrow, that Embark will solve this issue and you can use any version of Proton you want. But right now, what they suggested was you go right here into Steam and you're going to go into the search bar right here on the side. You're going to type in Proton and then you're going to look for Experimental. And you want to click on that. And it actually looks like it's even been updated. And then you go right here to the properties on Proton Experimental. And you're going to want to go down to game versions and betas. And what you're going to choose is one called Bleeding Edge. And I know there's a couple others here listed as well, but they are not as current, if you notice, as June 22nd one. Right here for Bleeding Edge. That's the latest version. And basically what this is this is Embark working with Steam to push a temporary fix for the Proton Experimental version. Now this was Embark's suggestion. So what you do then is you go back into the game, go back to my library here. You're going to go into Arc Raiders, and you're going to go into Properties, and you got to make sure that compatibility says Proton Experimental on it. You're going to force compatibility on that. Now, I'm going to suggest something else that Steam themselves have even come up with, a solution that I think works better. Both these solutions, this one right here, Proton Experimental, and the one I'm about to show you, both will work so you don't get that error message Embark saying that, the game's detected invalid software. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go back over here to Proton, search for Proton, and this time we're going to look for the hotfix version. Okay, and then you're going to go to Properties, and you're going to go Games and Versions and Betas, and then you're going to want to choose, originally is the Frog, but you want to make sure it's on default public version. This is the one I found that works the best, because notice it's more current, and this is Steam and Proton's solution to this, and actually working a little bit with NVIDIA. Nevertheless, then you go back into the game, Embark here, and you go to Properties, and you want to make sure compatibility mode, you choose Proton Hotfix. And just to show you here, I will start the game up. Okay, as you can see here, I am loaded into the game under the Proton Hotfix, and I'm going to go ahead and just do a free loadout run on damn battlegrounds.
A few moments later.
Anyway, as you can see, I just went through all that time and I didn't get that error message whatsoever. Okay, just to show you that the Proton Experimental and Proton Hotfix are the only two options we've got right now until Embark fixes the de novo anti-cheat. I went in here to switch to a different version. I choose the normal version of Proton I like to use before this, and it made the game really buttery smooth. And if you watch, I'll go in here, start it up. Start. Doesn't take long. Just in here messing with my inventory. There you go. A disallowed tool is detected running in the system. That's the de novo anti-cheat. Also in Embark's Discord, they actually, by Embark Osen, she actually addressed this, and she said, "We have seen reports since the 1.33.0 update that Arc Raiders has stopped working on Linux and Steam Deck. We've identified the issue together with the Proton team over in Steam. A partial fix is currently available on the Proton Experimental Bleeding Edge branch. It's also now on the Proton Steam. We've also done it to the hotfix version like I showed you. You first have to select the specific Bleeding Edge beta branch for Proton Experimental. Then you also have Proton Experimental as the force compatibility tools, which I've shown you earlier in the video. And you can there's even a link here to Visual Proton's page. You can do that, and then they will actually let us know when the issue is fully resolved. So there you have it, campers. I've shown you a couple different ways that you can still play in Linux on your Steam Deck or on a Linux PC, at least until Embark fixes it. Maybe if we're lucky, they will fix the de novo thing tomorrow with like a hot fix or a patch. Since Tuesday is the day that they do send out, often send out patches and so forth, so maybe they'll get that fixed and you can use any version of Proton you want on Linux. But until then, stick with the Proton Experimental and hotfix. And if you found this video helpful, then I would encourage you to let me know your thoughts down the bottom. Maybe give me a like that shows that you like what I'm talking about here, and you also lets YouTube know that, hey, yeah, I like what Bob was talking about with Linux gaming and stuff and Arc Raiders, yeah. Anyway, if you could, if you feel like it, and if you like what I'm making on my channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Anyway, I'm the crazy little penguin named What About Bob, and I'm out the window because the door's shut and been replaced with a large statue of David Hasselhoff. That's just weird. All right, later, peeps. Stupid Rocketeer.
That Rocketeer is something else.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're down too, huh? Well, there we go.
There's three people climbing together.
The three downed amigos. I love it.